Buongiorno, signore e signori! We're pleased to present to you War Thunder Update 1.69 Regia Aeronautica, an Italian aviation tree, new tanks, aircraft, locations, and other features. It's all in our favorite game right now. Let's go! This major update is called Regia Aeronautica, the name of the Italian Royal Air Forces. We have added a new Axis nation, Italy. The game now has several completely new lines of Italian military aircraft, and Italian aircraft from the German tech tree have been moved to the new playable nation. Italy's military aviation boasts a rich and fascinating history. Italian aircraft saw action in Europe, Africa, the Mediterranean, and on the Eastern Front. Let's take a look at the most exciting models in the game. The Fiat CR.32 biplanes formed the core of Italy's fighter aircraft during the Spanish Civil War. These aircraft were considerably heavier than the other biplanes of the time, which allowed them to achieve very high speeds when diving, and the large-caliber machine guns fitted on certain CR.32 models easily pulverized opponents in the air. The elegant and speedy Mk.5 fighters was the hallmark of Italian aviation in World War II. Light, mobile, and fast, the aircraft were equipped with German Daimler-Benz engines, already familiar to War Thunder pilots, who have updated the models of all fighters in the Mk.5 202 line and added an experimental prototype with cannon armament. Three-engine bombers became the calling card of Italy's heavy military aviation in the 30s. In addition to the well-known Sparviero SM-79 bombers, which are coming to the new playable nation from the German tech tree, we will also be adding new vehicles such as the Cant Z.91, a brand new three-engine hauler with excellent defensive armament. The Piaggio P.108 will be one of the most unusual aircraft in the game. This powerful but unhurried bomber is presented in several models. Besides bombs, it can also either carry 3 huge torpedoes or the biggest cannon in War Thunder aviation, a 102mm gun along with 50 rounds worth of ammunition stock. The Fiat G.91 represents the jet-powered era in the Italian tech tree. The compact, light, and extremely fast bomber fighter is armed with American rapid-firing Brownings and carries bombs and 38 rockets. And it looks superb too. It is rightly the top fighter in the Italian aviation line. War Thunder Update 1.69 is more about than Italian aircraft. The game is also gaining new tanks and SPGs, many of which are truly unique. One of the finest armored vehicles of World War II was the German Puma. The light and maneuverable recon vehicle with a 50mm cannon will be the first at any capture point or at the opponent's flank in an offensive. The T-55A Soviet medium tank, which continues the tradition of the wonderful 54s, and the menacing Object 268 SPG on the T-10 chassis have been added to rank 5 of the USSR armored vehicle tech tree. The Americans have 2 fantastic new additions: the T-95E1 medium tank, designed to replace the Patton, and the M60A2 Starship main battle tank armed with guided missiles. The British get another jewel in their crown with the Chieftain Mk.5, fitted with a more powerful engine than earlier models. We're adding smoke grenades and shells for ground vehicles in War Thunder. Smoke grenades will allow you to hide your tank from enemy fire when doing repairs on the battlefield or when defending a capture point, while smoke shells will help put up a screen over large distances to conceal the advance of an entire group of tanks. Smoke screens open up a huge number of tactical possibilities. This is a brand new chapter in ground battles. Smoke grenades work on all rank 5 tanks and some tanks from the lower ranks. In time, smoke grenades and the shells will be added to all tanks that historically had them. In Update 1.69, it's not just the Italians who get new aircraft. The PB-4Y2 privateer patrol bomber, based on the B-24 Liberator, will appear in the hangars of the US. German pilots are getting a very special update: the forefather of the legendary Messerschmitt line, the Bf-109A1 Anton, a fighter monoplane with a wooden two-blade propeller. For novice pilots, the Anton will be a reward for their first battles in War Thunder, while experienced veterans will be able to access it as a premium reserve aircraft. Also, we have some great news you may missed. For all pilots in mixed battles, we have ground vehicle damage camera. Bomber pilots now have separate sights for each defensive turret with a display showing the overheat indicator. What's more, we have created 3 new locations for you to enjoy. For ground battles, the new and improved Kuban is now available. Pilots will fight in the skies above scorching Tunisia, an expanded variant of the ground battles location. For naval battles, we present the port of Novorossiysk, a location created based on the ports of the Black Sea coast. These and many more additions are waiting for you in War Thunder Update 1.69 Regia Aeronautica. Read the full changelog at the link in the description, subscribe to our channel, and keep up with our news on social networks. See you in battle. And one more thing. That's right, all players using new Macs will be able to play War Thunder on Metal API, which works up to twice as fast. It's awesome.